Scaling your law firm doesn't have to be difficult. It's all about mastering a few key strategies, systems, and mindsets. Welcome to the Scalable Law Podcast, where we talk about how you can increase profit in your pocket and time in your calendar. My name is Carolee Fontanelli, and I have successfully scaled my firm so that it doesn't solely rely on me. Now I love teaching other law firm owners how to do the same. Let's transform your business starting now. Welcome back to another episode of the Scalable Law Podcast. I am Carolee, and it's so great that you are here. I've just come back from a week in Fiji following the conference, LawBizCon. Oh my goodness, I know some of you were there, but I know lots of you weren't. And it was absolutely the most amazing conference. It was everything that I hoped it would be, which was that I really wanted law firm owners to come and to be filled with inspiration and hope, and to leave with a whole lot of tools and just that excitement for their business again, where they can go back and really start implementing. I was talking to one of my clients yesterday, and she said that it was absolutely transformational for her. She left the conference with an absolute new zing for her business, and she absolutely loved connecting with people. She's made a whole lot of new friends from all over the place, all law firm owners. And yeah, honestly, that is exactly what I was hoping for. And that's exactly what it was. It was, though, a very crazy time for me. We did a lot of it ourselves because, of course, if you hire a event person, it's going to cost a fortune. We wanted to keep it low so that we could deliver something absolutely spectacular, which we did. There was so much fun. We had a drinks on the green, which was awesome, just to open it and welcome everyone. We kicked off with some incredible speakers on day one, a panel for law firm owners on how to stand out from a crowd, what the people on the panel are doing to really get their brand out there. That was really interesting. And then we did, heaps of workshops around business, around attracting clients, around building a team and automating your firm. And that's really what I wanted to talk to you today about, which is the three main problems that law firm owners have when it comes to their business. We'll get into that in a minute. I'll wrap up about the conference. It was amazing, and I really hope that you can come and join us next year. As a testament to how great it really was, 75% of people who attended bought tickets for next year. So I'm so excited about that. We're kicking off with already a massive attendee list. So that is awesome. And it's just a testament to how much everyone really got out of it and enjoyed it. So we have locked in LawBizCon again for next year, May 2025, at the QT on the Gold Coast. So if you thought about going and then you thought, I'm not sure, and you were on the fence and you didn't attend, that's okay. We've got a super early bird special online now over at the LawBizCon website. And you can put a $300 deposit down, and the rest isn't due until the end of October. So that is a deal that you really can't miss, as well as obviously securing that less expensive price for the ticket. So hop on over to the conference and tickets and grab a ticket. That would be amazing to have you there. Anyway, let's get stuck into what we're going to talk about today, which is the three main issues that law firm owners have, the challenges that they have. Now, the first challenge is, and I'd love as we walk through it to think about, where am I challenged in this and where can I sit? So the first challenge is that law firm owners really struggle with having a lack of clients. It can feel like there are not enough clients coming through the door. Maybe they're sporadic. Maybe there's none some week and lots the next week. It feels really unpredictable, which of course creates unpredictable income, unpredictable cash flow. It can lead to sleepless nights and a whole lot of stress, right? So that's one of the main problems that law firms have, is the lack of clients. Also, when it comes to clients, it's the lack of quality clients. They might be getting lots of calls, but they're really people that are just tire kickers looking for free advice. And that can be very stressful and feels like an absolute waste of time. Well, it kind of is, right? The next issue or problem that law firm owners have when it comes to growing and scaling their law firm is that they can't find good people to help them. So it's hard to build a team. They tend to take on anyone who will come and work for them without really qualifying them as well as they could. And it just feels like there's no good people out there, and they just struggle to find those good people who will do things in your business the way that you would, so that you can be guaranteed that quality work in the same way that you would deliver it in your law firm. The next issue is that law firm owners are often, their firms are relying on them so much. Everything to do with the firm has to come back to them. And what that means is that they can't go on holiday. They feel like there's no one to help them. They're working crazy long hours. So you're serving clients as well as running a business, as well as trying to run a team. And then the next minute, they're facing burnout. So that's the real issue, is that they start to resent their firm and they're exhausted and start facing burnout. And maybe you're there already in your law firm. Maybe that's something that you're struggling with. So those are the three main problems that law firm owners have when it comes to scaling your law firm for more freedom, which is what I love helping people do. So the first is a lack of quality clients. The second is not able to find good people to build a team. And the third is facing burnout because the firm is just so reliant on you. Now, if you can relate to any of this, hang on tight, because we're going to come up with the 3 solutions for you in order to really change that around. So when it comes to a lack of clients, the solution, right, is the opposite of that. The solution is attracting a flow of quality clients, a flow that comes through the door every single week consistently. That is really what we want, because when we have a flow of quality clients and quality work, we're doing work we love. 1, 2, our bills are being paid, and 3, we've got cash flow coming through the doors. And honestly, I know what it's like to have a lack of cash flow and how stressful it is. It's awful. And when you don't have that really good cash flow, it really can inhibit you in your life and your business and your personal life. You know, you feel like you don't have any money to do anything and you're stuck. So the solution really is to get a really great flow of quality clients and work coming through the door. Imagine how good that would be. Next up, the solution to not being able to find good people out there to build your team, what you need is an effective, reliable, trustworthy legal team that you can rely on again and again. Hiring a team should feel like you're duplicating yourself, because you want team members that have the same culture fit as you have. You want team members who have the same core values that you have, and that they can really deliver that smooth service in a reliable way that you would deliver the legal service. And then, or the other thing too, is like with team, if you don't have the reliable team, it really can cause you a lot of stress in your business. Running a team is such a stressful thing, and it can be so costly if they're not the right people. So getting the right people for the seats in your firm is like number one key to really scaling and growing your firm. The next one is a big one. It's facing burnout. And law firm owners that I talk to, there's so many of them who are in this situation, and I absolutely can relate to this one as well, because there was a point in my firm when I had about 7 team members. We were probably turning over around $1.2 million a year. And I was really worn down and really facing burnout. And as a result of facing burnout, you come home grumpy, you're tired, you're working weekends and nights, you're probably drinking and eating too much because it's a coping way to cope, and it's just not healthy to be in that burnout phase. The other thing that I found when I was facing burnout was that I was quite resentful of my business because the truth is that at that time, some of my staff were getting paid more than I was. And that also, really hindered my feelings for the firm, you could say. So the solution to that is to turn your law firm on autopilot so that your firm doesn't rely on you. You need your firm to be able to run on its own happily, so that you can rely on your firm over and over and over for profit, for freedom, but your firm isn't relying on you. So let's get into how we can do these things. So there are 6 accelerators for law firms in each of these 3 categories. So the 3 categories, again, are attracting a quality flow of clients, building and assembling an effective and reliable, trustworthy team, and putting your law firm on autopilot. And the 6 accelerators for these are the things that you need to implement. So this is where you need to get your pen and paper out. These are the things you need to implement into your firm in order to get ahead and get these solutions underway. Now, the first one is, when it comes to attracting a flow of quality clients, is that you need to build or have a strong legal brand authority. Now, what I find when I talk to so many law firm owners is that they have been in another firm working their bums off for another practitioner's firm, and they haven't built themselves a brand authority. They have been too busy with their head down, bum up, doing billables to do that. And then when they go out on their own, there's a lot of fear around building their own brand authority. So you do need to have a recognizable legal brand that people know about, because that's how they will know to come to you. They need to know what your niche is, what it is that you do, who you serve, what problems you solve. And I think one of the issues that law firm owners have is they're too scared to really put out there exactly what they do and who they serve, and really build that strong brand authority. And there's so many ways. We're so fortunate today on how we've got so many free ways to build a brand authority. So you need a strong brand authority, and it's something that can be built over time. It's super fun. Well, I find it super fun, and it's really something that is going to help you produce a lot of quality clients. It's a way of attracting the ideal client to you. Now, the next thing that you need is you need a client attraction formula. You need to become a marketing genius in your law firm, and you need to know how to attract clients into your firm. And so in our client attraction formula in the Scalable Business Lounge, we show you exactly how to do that. Now, there are lots of different ways of attracting clients into your firm, and different practice areas require different ways. But with a client attraction formula, if you insert that or implement that into your law firm, you will be getting new clients every single week. Now, it depends on your practice. Some practices need 2 or 3 new clients a week. Some practices need 10 or 15 clients a week. It depends on the practice area. But the thing is no matter how many you need, if you've got the client attraction formula in your firm, then what that means is that they will be coming in a predictable way every single week. So the 2 accelerators for attracting a flow of quality clients is building a strong brand authority and implementing a client attraction formula into your law firm. Next up, let's talk about building a reliable team that you can rely on over and over again. Now, the couple of things that you need here to really accelerate this is you need to become a delegation pro. You need to be able to know exactly how to delegate so that you do not need to keep asking the same things over and over again. Being that leader in your firm is really hard at first, but it's a learned skill. So just remember that. And if you build the effective and reliable team, becoming a delegation pro becomes so much easier. The whole point of building a team is to get work off your plate, not to create more work. And so many law firm owners that I talk to, they really feel that their team members that they employ create more work rather than less, and they feel like, oh, I may as well just do it myself. Now, if that is you, there is a way that we can fix that, and that is what you need to be doing. The next thing that you need when it comes to building a reliable, trustworthy team is you need a self-managed team that can deliver services smoothly. This is so, so important. You need people who can work on their own without needing to come to you all of the time. Now, as your team builds out, we structure it in a way that people are not reporting to you, and it works absolutely beautifully. What I find is that people start building a team and they build out a team that constantly needs to rely on them all of the time. And this is the wrong approach, because this keeps you bogged down, keeps you stressed, keeps you busy. There is particular tools and ways about creating and growing a self-managed team. And this is so, so important when it comes to running your law firm, because we need to make sure that the team can deliver the work without your constant need for checking it or having input into the deliverables. Next up, we talked about putting your law firm on autopilot. Now, this is a wonderful thing when you know how to do it, but it does take time, and a lot of law firm owners don't actually know the tools that they need to do this. They often feel that if they buy a practice management system, that it'll all be automated and work beautifully. That is not how it works. Your practice management system will only manage your client flow and your client files. Your practice management system doesn't do a lot more. And there's so much more to your business than just running files. There's marketing, there's sales, there's operations, there's accounts, and a whole lot of things that need to happen, as you know, as a business owner, because you're sitting in all those seats doing all of those things, as well as, of course, the legal delivery. So what you need when you are a law firm owner and you want to put your law firm on autopilot is you need an automated standard operations system installed into your law firm. This is what we do in the accelerator program for firms that have teams, and it works beautifully. This is one of the things that has really helped me in my firm and reduced my working hours to something like 5 to 10 hours a week, because everything in the firm is automated. I have an incredible flow of clients coming through the door every single week because I've got that strong brand authority and got that client attraction formula inserted into my firm. I am a delegation pro. I've learned very well how to do that, and I have a self-managed team, and then I have automated the firm through these operations and systems, which are all installed into the firm. It is a wonderful thing when you know how and when you have it installed. And then the next thing that you really need to know and have in your firm is you need to have processes and systems around knowing your numbers. You need to be a data over drama firm. And what I find is that a lot of law firm owners do not know their numbers, and knowing your revenue is not enough. There are about 15 numbers that you need to know and you need to have your finger on the pulse with. So those are the 6 accelerators that are going to help you to scale your law firm to freedom. And I think the thing is, right, is that we all started our firms for the similar reason. Every law firm owner that I speak to, they wanted to run their own show and they wanted to create more freedom for themselves. And often what we find is that we have nothing more than a really busy job, and we are the worst boss that we have ever had. Now, I don't want you to be your worst boss you've ever had. I want you to be your best boss you've ever had, and I want you to love your law firm and your life. Because if you are really happy in your business and it's flourishing and you've got that, cash flow, you've got profit, you've got time, you've got freedom, you've got less stress, your whole life is going to be so much better. So if any of that resonates with you, I am taking calls for both the Scalable Business Lounge and the Accelerator Program. Accelerator Program is for those law firms who are more than $80,000 a month, and this Scalable Business Lounge is for law firms between $10,000 and $80,000 a month. So if you fit in there, the goal here is to scale, get you more profit, and get you more freedom. And I'm on the phone taking calls. We hop on a call and work out a strategy that will work for your firm. So it was great chatting. Good to be back on the podcast after a little break with the conference. Hope that you are keeping very well, and I will look forward to you tuning in again next week. Bye. Thank you for listening to the Scalable Law Podcast, brought to you by the Scalable Business Lounge. If you would love to know how you can get more clients without relying on referrals, head over to scalablelaw.com to watch my free masterclass. Until next time, you have got this.